Beef jerky is one of the most expensive things you can buy at the grocery store. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but a 3-ounce package at my grocery store was $6.49. Now, that is kind of middle of the road. There are some that are more expensive and some that are less expensive. If you multiply that out per pound, that's over $36 per pound. It's insane to me. What if I told you with 10 minutes of hands-on work, I can show you how to make the best beef jerky you've ever had, and it's cheaper, it's better, it has less ingredients, it's cleaner, all that stuff. It's better than the store-bought beef jerky that you get out of the bag at the grocery store. Come with me, I'm gonna show you how. Let's get to it. My name is Brad and I am the Butcher Wizard. On this channel, we cut meat, we cook meat, we eat meat. And I am the one who teaches you how to cut meat and save money every single day. It is my passion, it is the reason that I built this channel and the reason that you're watching right now. So let's get to making some beef jerky. The first thing we're gonna need is some beef for beef jerky. Go figure. Now, we wanna have lean cuts. So for my beef jerky, I use cuts from either the round or the sirloin, because those are pretty lean and pretty cheap. So they will do well for this style of cooking. So this is a eye of round roast, and then this is a top round roast. You can, like I said, you can also use cuts from the sirloin, just as long as it's lean. Fat, when you're preserving it, like with the beef jerky, doesn't really last as long as the lean meats do, or the lean cuts do. So you wanna have the least bit of fat possible. Like this one has a little bit of fat on the top, so we're just gonna take our knife and just cut this down. But as far as intramuscular fat in the middle of the muscle, there's none to speak of in the eye of round roast, which is one of my favorites for making beef jerky. Once we've done some minor trimming, we're then gonna put these two cuts in the freezer for about 30 minutes. That'll firm everything up and make it easier to slice. And while we're waiting for that, we will make our marinade. So that's what we're up to next. Let's put these in the freezer and start making our marinade. All right, so to put our marinade together, it's very, very simple. There's very few ingredients. This is a great beef jerky base marinade. So you can add to it whatever you want. So basically what we have, and if you want the exact recipe, I will go ahead and put a link in the description, so go ahead and check that out. But you're gonna start with just soy sauce. We have Worcestershire sauce. No one can say it, don't worry about it. We have onion powder, garlic powder, and red pepper flake. I have a very tiny whisk with a very tiny bowl, and we just stir this up just like this, okay? Now, this, like I said, this is a great base. So if you want it more spicy, go ahead and add more red pepper flake. If you want it a little sweet and spicy, go ahead and add some brown sugar or something like that, or molasses or some sort of sweet ingredient to make a sweet and spicy one. If, like, I'm going no sugar today just because I've been on this carnivore diet, so I'm really trying to, like, cut out all the sugar. So we're gonna go no sugar today. But you can do anything you want with this. So it's really versatile. All right, so our eye of round is out of the freezer, and we're just gonna go ahead and slice it. You take your meat slicing knife. You can also use a meat slicer if you have one, like an electric meat slicer, if you wanna get it real thin and consistent. Those are great. But if not, just use a knife. We're gonna make 1/4-inch slices or 1/8-inch slices, something that's really thin, just like that. Now that all our meat is cut, we're just gonna put it back in a Ziploc bag. There we go. We're gonna pour our marinade in here. Zip it up, try to get as much air out as we can. This is gonna get shook around, and then we're gonna put it in the refrigerator for at least an hour, up to 8 hours. So, and before we go ahead and start our dehydrating process. So we'll go throw this in the refrigerator, and then we'll see you in a little bit. While we're waiting, I just wanted to tell you guys something cool that's really happening in the Butcher Wizard world. I have made a cookbook. Now, it has been over a year process in which we have produced this cookbook, my wife and I, and it has been a labor of love. It really has. So basically what's happening with this book and why it's different than every other book you've ever seen. So in each chapter, I take a different primal cut. I show you how to break it down, how to buy it, and the recipes for the pieces of meat that are in that primal cut. So it's unlike any other book you've ever seen. The beef jerky recipe that we're going over today is in that book. So I'm just so excited to announce that I have written a cookbook. It's called Primal Cuts. It is now available on pre-order. You can get on Amazon, Barnes & Noble. I'm gonna put all the links in the description so that you can go ahead and pre-order one. It really helps me out and helps the retailers out to see how many books they're gonna buy. So the more pre-orders we have, the more stores it's gonna be in and the wider reach it's going to have. So I know you guys are in on this ground floor of this movement of cutting your own meat at home. And if you could go ahead and pre-order that cookbook, that would help me out tremendously. It has over 100 recipes and all the breakdown shots of each Primal Cut. So very excited about it. I'll be talking about it more and more as we get closer. It does not release until November 11th. But you know, hey, you pre-order and you lock in your price and you get the best price for all the pre-order things, and then it'll be shipped to you as soon as it's ready. So I'm just super excited. Wide release. Man, I never thought I would have a cookbook. So thank you so much for being part of this and watching the videos and being part of this movement. I really appreciate it. Go pre-order the book, links in the description. Let's get back to the jerky. We're gonna go over 3 different ways to make beef jerky. And the first one is using a food dehydrator. This is my food dehydrator from Kasori. Again, all you have to do is take the meat out and place it on these wire racks that they provide. Then we just open it up, put the racks like that inside. Closed up, you're gonna hit the jerky button. So I do it 155 for 8 hours because I can do it overnight. So I can put it on before I go to bed, and then in the morning I can pull it out. So you hit start, and then it is doing its thing for 8 hours. So that is, I feel, one of the easiest ways to do it, and you just set it and forget it. The next way that we're gonna do beef jerky is I'm gonna put it on my pellet smoker. So I have my pellet smoker at 180 degrees. It's the lowest it'll go, and we will go ahead and put it on this wire rack. And then I will just take that wire rack and put it directly on the grill grates and start checking it about 4 hours, because you want that leathery kind of dehydrated texture. So it's more of a texture rather than a time. So you just keep checking and keep checking. Start about 4 hours, and then you're gonna be, and when you get that right beef jerky-like texture, you just pull it. So the next method is the oven method. So I have these stackable wire racks. Which are really cool because they stack on top of each other, so you can really triple the space of your oven. But we're just gonna go ahead and take our beef, just like we did before, and put it out on these wire racks. Then we're gonna put it in the oven at 180 degrees, 200 degrees, whatever the lowest setting for your oven is, go ahead and put that in there. And you're gonna start checking it again at 4 hours, just like we did on the pellet grill. 4 hours, check it. And once you get that leathery kind of beef jerky consistency, you are good to go. And you see these racks just stack on top of each other, and they kind of interlock. So it's kind of cool. But please don't tell my wife, because she uses these for cooling cookies and baked goods. So I don't want to have to tell her why all of her cookies kind of taste like meat. But, you know, it's our secret, don't tell. All right, so beef jerky experiment done. This is delicious. It has way fewer ingredients than the one you get at the grocery store. And it tastes better, it costs less, it's fun to make. You can make whatever flavors you want, man. This is the way to go. Please go ahead and check the links in the description. Go buy a cookbook, pre-order that cookbook, man. Primal Cuts. It is gonna be the newest thing. It's gonna be the biggest thing when it comes out on November 11th. I'm so excited. Please be part of the movement. Go pick you up a cookbook, buy one from you and your friends and your mom and your dad and everyone else who you know. All right, thank you so much, and we will see you on the next one. Thank you. Yeah, so the funny behind the scenes part is I've been eating this all day. We've been making this video, and half of the beef jerky that I made. So, whew, so good.